Oh no, I'm just kidding. Can I play? It's my turn on the Xbox.
I'm actually so before we were doing really bad and like doing really slow,
Yeah.
because I kept dying. Did we?
The way you warmed around the.
Because we kept like I kept dying just like over and over again. And so that was probably adding stress onto a Johnny who's played this game over and over again.
Sorry if I'm skipping the cutscenes. I
Oh, you don't skip the cutscenes.
yeah, actually, I skipped a couple cutscenes.
Did you skip a couple? Man, I haven't even been paying attention.
Oh wait.
Nice. I haven't been paying attention to anything on
Yeah,
screen, mostly because I've seen it.
cutscene.
You skipped the boss cutscene?
Yeah.
You. Oh, nuts.
Music
okay,
gallery
we're gonna try
updated.
and not do that.
Yeah, sorry, I won't do that next time.
I'll cut it. Don't worry, guys. If he does it again, I'll cut his entire paycheck off, like
Wait.
cold turkey.
I need those 3 cents.
I need those no sense that we make. Make no sense.
Ha! He made the joke, guys.
That's so funny.
Oh
Do you
man.
want to just?
What?
Do you want to just stay up all night? Are you tired enough to like actually want to go to bed eventually tonight?
I'm actually not tired at all now.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Here's the
Is something that I've noticed about myself is that I say here's the thing, right? Like okay.
All right.
And in that specifically that kind of order sometimes, mostly. A lot.
Yeah, yeah. It happens a lot.
Okay, so here's the thing. You know, imagine we record 9 episodes of Super Paper Mario and we absolutely wear ourselves out, like laughing hysterically and doing weird voices, and I like just energy, like
Yeah, a lot of energy. Yeah, calm down.
And so like we wear ourselves out, and then I'm like, okay, I kind of want to take a break from Super Paper Mario and play Donkey Kong Country for the first time ever. We play Donkey Kong Country, and I'm doing horrible. I'm tired. I'm like constantly like dying, and it's constantly like messing up my morale in general. And we get done after like 9 episodes, and it was just like a trek, like just an absolute trek. And then we get done, and we look over the footage, and we have the like just sheer adrenaline rush, and then 30 straight minutes of troubleshooting chords, and trying to figure out what we should do before we finally agree to save 9 episodes of Super Paper Mario
But get rid
that
of
are
the
now
rest.
buzzy and like, you know, through the whole thing, except you can only barely hear it, so like it's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Except some professional audio person is gonna hear that and go, ugh, who cares? I don't care.
Oh well, boo.
But then, yeah, boo-hoo, you rocks. Watch our terrible content. Go watch more of our terrible content.
Yeah, there's more here. If you
Yeah.
wanna see it.
And then we decided to obviously save the first episode of Donkey Kong Country.
It's because there was a really
And
funny
then-
bit.
And then like we've essentially just completely replayed it.
Yeah. And now we're
Well, it
almost
wasn't
to
just
the
the funny bit. It was like the straight reaction in general of
yeah
like actually
first getting
playing
the game started.
of like getting the game started that I like to keep. Because you know, I like to whenever if you've noticed, whenever I start a game series on my main channel or on this channel, I always start it from the menu. Because
Yeah.
the menu, I think, is where the game like officially starts. Not when you open the game and press start and you go into the game and it's loading and then the game starts. No,
menu.
the menu. Because a good menu can build hype just a little bit for the game in a way that like I think only Nintendo ever understood with the GameCube, with the Wii. The Wii menu is what I'm accustomed to, but the GameCube menu absolutely slaps.
The GameCube menu is awesome.
And so the Wii menu, right? You put in the game, and you're not even in the little corner screen yet before a little animation starts, and then you go into it, and like Smash Brawl.
Yeah, Smash Brawl. Oh my god.
And it like starts off, and it like gets you hyped to play the game. Oh, you suck at this.
Oh. Okay.
So anyway, the Wii menu, like when you start a game and it like has a little animation like that, and sometimes it's like, you know, gets you hyped for the game. Sometimes it's like a title screen that like looks really cool. Other times it's like an extra thing in the game, like characters doing things that they only do in that little menu animation.
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of those.
Sometimes it's like, you know, just having it like the game slot in and in your inventory is an experience in and of itself. Like I think the 3DS did cool stuff like that, where like had the cartridge spinning around or little animations with it and stuff. And I love it when games do that. I love it when systems do
when
that.
systems do that.
The Switch is like,
The Switch is
as
kinda,
much as I love the Switch, it is the most boring UI.
They don't have any menu music like any other.
No
other
menu
Wii things
music.
did.
Like none whatsoever.
The Wii U even had menu music.
Everything's organized in like this plain, like, oh, here's your games in a line here. Here we go. Nice.
Yeah, balloons.
Dang, you have 64 balloons. We stayed at a cool like 8 balloons the entire time.
Yeah, that was
all the way past the.
That was a fun time.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, to me, the game like starts when you put it in your system and not when you've actually like pressed start.
Right.
Start. I know that's kind of unfair for systems that like don't usually do that, but like I don't know, I just like it when systems do extra little stuff like that. And I hope Nintendo's next system does something like
the
that.
Nintendo Switch Plus Pro, what double
gonna be
2
2.
2.0.
Bro, if they call it the Super
wait.
Nintendo Switch, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That would actually be really cool. And like if it looks
If they
better,
if
I
they
don't
have
know.
Joy-Cons that work and they have things.
You know what I want?
What?
Is Smash Ultimate like you know, Smash Ultimate
A revamped
Deluxe.
Smash Ultimate?
Well, not a revamp, just a re-release. But like they just update the graphics and literally I wouldn't even ask them to do a thing where they include all the DLC characters into one package, you know, like like a complete edition that's $60, but like it's got the $40 worth of DLC in it to make it worth your purchase, because that would be worth your purchase.
Yeah.
However, if they will never do this. This is sad, copious amounts of copium moment. But if they make an adventure mode like Subspace,
that would be so cool. I would pay money for that.
Using all the characters that maybe they wouldn't have the rights to some characters, like you can use them in the game, but you can't like bring them into the story mode. That's fine. All I want to see is Mega Man and Mario like handshake, and I'll be completely fine.
Do like Simeon said before, do like little animations. You don't have to animate the whole thing.
Yeah, like with the CGI cutscenes that you had with the trailer reveals, and with the initial cut, because there's like 3 cutscenes in World of Light that all look phenomenal. Like they just look amazing.
Yeah.
They look so good.
They do look really good.
It's so good. And so like if you did that and actually had a story mode and actually had characters interacting with each other, you wouldn't even have to have voice acting.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
They already showed that you technically can have voice acting with like Fox McCloud says something, and then Kid Icarus says something, and then Marth, and like there was actually voice acting in World of Light, just that first beginning part.
Yeah, which was cool, but you don't have to do that.
Listen, man, I would pay $60
for a
just in
Subspace?
general, just for that.
Just for that?
Like just for that. If
Okay,
they
I don't
were
know
like,
about
okay,
$60, but I mean.
no, I'm serious. Like the amount of work that it would take to make a big story mode with all those characters, and like making it work in a fundamental way like Subspace did, where like everything kind of not makes sense, but you know, like
they all fit together.
They all fit together.
Yeah.
And doing that with like literally 3 times as many characters as you had in Brawl, like would be a massive task. And I would happily, like, this is not even joking. I would happily pay $60 for a DLC that just adds a mode like that with like cutscenes galore.
Nintendo, we're asking you to do this.
Cutscenes for
if you can.
Every character,
we don't want to force you.
Interaction, all the bosses. Like you wouldn't even have to make a new Smash game. You would just have to add that onto the end of Smash, and people would buy it. Like
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people who
Plus,
would buy
that
it.
would show that like Nintendo is looking at the Smash game and they're adding more patches and stuff to like balance the game out and stuff, and it would kind of revitalize the game a lot.
Wait, I mean, don't they add patches a lot to characters?
Oh, they stopped adding patches.
Really?
After the last DLC, after Sora came out, they added one more patch. And that was it. Although they might add it.
Oh, it's a timer.
They might add an emergency patch because as of recording this, as of today, like as of earlier today, Steve was banned from the coin box.
Oh.
And like Steve was banned from like most major tournaments because they found like
A lot of
tech, like
different Steve
glitchy
tech?
stuff that like absolutely just breaks the game. Like Steve is now the most in his own tier, like Byleth and
What?
Meta Knight was.
Steve from
insane.
Minecraft?
So they're preemptively banning him before it causes any problems. Not forever, just banning him in general from like some tournaments, some majors and stuff like that, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So Nintendo might have heard about it by now, and like a month from now, they're probably gonna release a patch. Because guys, patches take a while to make. People are like, "Oh, Nintendo doesn't care about anything. They don't care. They're not gonna." Well,
Yeah.
Nintendo probably just heard about it, and they're
They're probably trying to fix it.
You probably have like 2 months before they release an emergency patch.
All right. Hey, wait, that's the end? Is that the end? Oh.